The air felt heavy, but not from the weather. It was the kind of heat that started deep inside your chest, curling down your belly, making your hands forget themselves. His hands were everywhere, gripping my waist, sliding under my blouse, fingers brushing the lace of my bra. My breath came fast. I leaned back against the guest room wall, biting down a sound as his lips traced fire along my neck. Before the story begins, please take a second to press that like and subscribe, as it helped me more than you know. Julian, my husband's closest friend. His mouth was warm, urgent. His cologne, woodsy, bold, familiar, filled my senses. My dress was bunched high around my hips, my underwear pushed aside. His fingers slipped between my legs, and for a second, all I could think was how desperately I needed this. "You're trembling," he murmured near my ear. "I know," I breathed. And just when the world was about to tip over, I whispered, "Wait, before I go on, you have to do one thing. Like this video, subscribe, hit that bell, because this is the wildest secret I've ever told." Let me take you back. I married Owen when I was 27. We met at a corporate retreat in Houston. He was sharp, clean-cut, kind. My friends called him the safe choice. I was tired of chaos back then, so I picked stability. The early days were good. The sex was fine. He made me feel noticed. We moved in together, got engaged, and tied the knot in a cozy ceremony just outside Austin. White picket fence dreams, a golden retriever named Max, the whole suburban picture. But things changed slowly. Owen's promotions meant long hours, late nights. Understood, but after a couple of years, I felt like a polished trophy, good for show, hollow inside. Then came his friends, Julian and Alex. Julian was Owen's college buddy, all rugged charm and bold flirting. Alex was quieter, watchful, always hanging back. At first, their attention felt harmless, a little ego boost. Julian would wink when I bent to grab a beer. Alex would linger too long in the kitchen while I cooked. But one night, it stopped being harmless. We were hosting a barbecue, music loud, drinks flowing. Owen had too many beers and was passed out by 10. I was cleaning up when Julian came up close, grabbing a beer from the fridge. "You always look incredible in that dress," he said. "You've seen me wear this before," I teased. "Yeah," he smirked, "but tonight you're wearing it from me." I should have laughed it off. I didn't. Instead, I said softly, "Don't flatter yourself." He leaned in closer, his breath warm. "You're too stunning to be stuck with a man who checks out by 10 every night." Something in me froze because for the first time in months, someone saw me, not as a wife, as a woman. And I didn't walk away. I whispered, "Maybe I need someone to remind me how that feels." The thought of him, his confidence, his audacity, kept me awake. I'd lie beside Owen pretending to sleep, imagining Julian's hands on me. 2 weeks later, it happened. Owen invited Julian over to watch a game. I excused myself, said I'd sleep early, but stayed awake. Owen passed out. I walked downstairs in a robe. Julian was still on the couch. He looked up smiling. "Couldn't sleep?" he asked. I didn't answer. I just sat beside him, letting my robe slip enough to show my thigh. His eyes darkened. "You sure?" he asked. He nodded. The line was crossed. He pulled me onto his lap, robe slipping off my shoulders, hands gripping like he'd waited forever. I knew it was wrong, but being wanted like that, it was intoxicating. Julian made me feel alive again. And then came poker night. Owen's monthly poker nights were usually just him, Julian, and Alex. I'd prepare snacks and vanish. But that night, Owen asked me to stay. I wore a black tank top, no bra, and tiny gray shorts. I pretended not to notice how Julian's eyes tracked me when I bent over the table. Alex said little, but his gaze lingered too. After a few rounds of whiskey, Owen slurred. "I'm crashing, you two finish up." He passed out in the recliner. Alex grabbed his jacket. I should go, but he looked at me too long before leaving. Once the door shut, Julian leaned closer. "You're dangerous," he said. "Why?" teased. "You act like you don't know how stunning you are, but you do." I let my hand trace my thigh. "Do I?" He didn't wait this time. He pulled me up and kissed me hard, his hands under my top in seconds. I gasped as he pressed me against the fridge, knocking magnets down. "Bedroom?" he asked. "Couch," I whispered. And we did. Owen, barely 10 feet away, slept while his best friend had his wife moaning into the cushions. It was reckless. It was wrong. And it was everything I wanted. Week after week, it continued. Quick encounters in the laundry room, motel parking lots, stolen moments that felt electric. Owen never suspected. But then came Alex. One Thursday, Owen was away on a work trip. I got a text. "Alex, you free tonight?" Alex, the quiet one. "What's up, Alex?" "I saw you that night, of poker." My heart froze. "Me? What do you mean?" "Alex, you and Julian, you thought I left. I didn't." I almost dropped my phone, but his next message surprised me. "Alex, I'm not mad. Just wondering, why him? Why not me?" I waited an hour before replying. "Come over." When he arrived, he asked, "You sure?" He nodded. Alex was different, not rough like Julian. He was slow, deliberate, tender. He touched me like I was something rare, and that night I felt something more than lust. I felt wanted. That scared me. Alex didn't stop after that. Neither did Julian. Soon I was juggling both, and they knew about each other. One rainy Friday, Owen left for a work retreat. Julian texted, "You alone?" Minutes later, the doorbell rang and both Julian and Alex stood there. "What is this?" I asked, frozen. Julian smirked. "We need to talk." Alex's voice was calm. "We know about each other. We don't mind sharing." "You're joking," I whispered. "We're not," Julian said. "We both want you. You want us, so why not?" I laughed nervously. "A threesome?" "Call it whatever you want," Julian grinned. The first time, I was trembling. I sat on the bed, in my silk robe, waiting. Alex kissed me first, soft and slow. Then Julian claimed the other side of my neck. "You're ours tonight," he said. They undressed me together, hands and lips everywhere. For the first time, I let go completely. It didn't end there. Julian was fire, fast and wild. Alex was water, deep, emotional, asking what I liked, looking into my eyes as if I was all that existed. But soon, jealousy crept in. Julian wanted me to himself. Alex started asking if I was happy in my marriage, if I'd ever leave Owen. I told him no. Owen was stability. They were escape. Then came the night that changed everything. Owen had just returned from a trip. I gave him dinner, let him make love to me in our usual soft, predictable way. He fell asleep smiling, unaware I was still burning inside. At 12:47 a.m., my phone buzzed. "Julian, back door."